one of the great venues to watch a game in any sport and one of the best home crowds in any sport, Soldier Field in Chicago. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Chicago Bears. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. Ready? Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. And incomplete to open things up. Well, that's not the way you want to start. A first pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. A give running right, Etienne. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Etienne once more. And once again, he's going to be stopped up behind the line. 2nd straight play. Shades of the 85 Bear defense a little bit. Back-to-back 2-yard losses, and that sets up a tough 3rd and 14. They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. This defense for the Bears, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And what key? The pass rush got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
Let's go. A give to Etienne running right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for him.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Here's Lawrence. Caught by Jones. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. And able to find Kirk complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. They go for it on 4th down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. Back to the ground with Etienne. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And the Jags are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
Etienne. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. One more time with Etienne. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Travis Etienne, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
From the 27, Fields. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. Fields to Mooney for the Chicago first. The Bears at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business. Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Play action. It's Fields. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 36 yards on the play.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. First down carry for Henry. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well. Fields now to throw. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
Fields' throw complete there to Johnson. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now what we have here, a 3rd and goal. Here's Fields. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Andre Sisco. And the Jaguars will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Now ETN to start the drive. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Lawrence will throw. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Lawrence finding Kirk there for the Jaguar first. A shotgun snap and a give to ETN. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. On 2nd down, ETN once more. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. They go play action with Lawrence. And he's got his man on the out route. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
I'm ready.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 47. Now Lawrence. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. On play action, Lawrence. And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. Oh, he's got some breathing room. The 20. 5. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
He talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. Henry is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Bears are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. They go play action now. Lawrence. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Great vision there by Lawrence as he scrambles for a first down.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Lawrence. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage. It will knock that one away.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. And that will be incomplete.
I think it's safe to say he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forcing throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return, and the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
From just shy of midfield, Fields. Here's Johnson with a reception. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. There's Moody with another catch. Whistles come in and a timeout. We'll see if they try to run one more quick hitter, or will they go ahead and kick the field goal here. To the air again, Fields. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them up the scoreboard here.
On second down, here's Henry. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Touchdown, Chicago!
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half? Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick 6.
I think that's a great observation, too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Lawrence will try again after the pick 6. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bears sack. Von Miller, he was the one getting in there, able to wreak his usual havoc. And that'll be marked down as their first sack of the game.
Well, they had 6 last week, and this offense did its homework, didn't it? Because they saw all that pressure, and they really worked hard to tamp it down and beat it back. And they did a great job in the first half. And now they've gotten their first sack here in the second half. Look out, they'll try to increase the pressure.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Lawrence. Oh, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. picked off by Michael Ojemudia. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. That is now seven interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing sub-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse.
And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
And it's caught. Touchdown, Bears. Juwan Johnson, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Bears get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Lawrence to throw. ETN bringing in another one. This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. Again, it's Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. Running out of the gun with ETN. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Lawrence. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a 2-way go. You can break out or you can break in, and it makes it hard to defend.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he's going to get this down near the 25. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll run with Etienne. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up fourth.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Back now at Soldier Field. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Here we go. Gotta have it. Lawrence. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jags come up empty on fourth down, and the Bears will get the football back. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on fourth, and we've seen them do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't. Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
From the 30 on second down, Fields. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
On first and 10, here's Fields. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown.
Well, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. And certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ballgame.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Lawrence going to get this to Etienne. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And 3rd and 8 now. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away.
Fielded just inside the 20. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would have, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Brought down by Trayvon Walker on the pass rush.
Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Johnson's got it complete. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down.
They snap it to Fields. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And he is going to have the Bears first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10.
Now a first down throw, Fields. And he'll go right back to Lamb. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
He gets it left side to Johnson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 27-yard line.
Now it's Fields.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Off play action, Fields.
Buying time, and he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further.
They'll fake the handoff, now Fields.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Patterson now for the extra point.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.